Did I just find one of the best albums of 2022? I think so, but I want to hear what all of you think about it. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you're watching this. My name is Brandon Aries, and welcome to The Sanctuary. As some of you know, one of my favorite artists that is also on my rapper wall is Joey Badass. I mean, all of Joey Badass's projects have had some sort of impact in my life, and every project is unique in its own way. Joey's newest album, 2000, feels like there are little to no skips. Like, to me, this is what I've been wanting for the past 5 years. I was like, where is he?
What happened?
Without any more interruption, let's get into Joey Badass 2000. The album starts with the track The Baddest with a feature from Diddy. He starts by talking about his 5-year hiatus. However, he has released some smaller projects since All American Badass. I like on this track how he says the holy trinity of rap is Kenny or Kendrick Lamar, Cole, and himself. Overall, this is a slow yet strong start to 2000, feeling like the continuation to 1999. And I do really enjoy that he's kind of going back to his basics, back to his roots, continuing off of 1999. Make Me Feel is a great follow-up, feeling like it's a mix between Summer Nights and All American Badass. This is a summer vibe, and I'm all for it, even though summer is ending. Where I belong. This track gave me the feeling to just go out on a night drive and just vibe. Any track that makes you want to go on a night drive is a vibe for me. Brand new 911. You are immediately welcomed with the signature sound effects from West Side Gun. Hey, yo! I remember when Joey was a feature on West Side's album, Praying for Paris, on the track 327. I was like, I want more of these two. And sure enough, they listened. Both of their flows and energies just mesh so well together. Now, I want more of these two. Take my ears on a trip. You're choosing the destination. Thank you. Cruise Control. This is a bop and a half. The intro of the bass and the slowed down melody is just, woo. It felt like a Ty Dolla $ign song that Joey looked at and made his own. It's one of those nightclub songs where you sip slow and just have a good time. The song ends with a brief appearance from Nas praising and introducing Joey to what sounds like a performance. And I really like that. I thought it was a nice touch, and to me, it felt like it was like recognition across generations. Eulogy. This track felt like a nice head bopper. I envisioned this song as a song I would have on either driving to work or other certain places. It also feels rather thought-provoking towards the end. Zip codes. I would definitely blast this in my car going somewhere, whether it was going to vacation or going to the beach, etc. It gives such feel-good vibes. You know, the track ends talking about the album and the vibes that this album gives, you know, talking about smoking and drinking and having a good time. It also mentions that it's like the continuation to 1999, even though it's 2022. Get it? One of Us. Probably one of my favorites on the album. Another feel-good song. I envision this kind of hearing it with my friends, either in a car, just hanging out, or like a barbecue or something. The flow and melody also feel just so well blended. It ends with a phone call from a random guy, and Joey asks, "Who is this?" And he replies with, "Oh, my girl has you saved on her phone as a rapper. Are you Joey?" He's like, "Yeah, it is I." So then the guy continues and says, "Well, I really like this girl. I want to propose to her." And Joey's like a little confused. And he's like, "What are you asking me, bro?" Which then leads into Welcome Back. Personally, I wasn't really getting down with this track. I know what the title says. Clickbait, people. Come on. This is maybe the only skip on the album for me. That's really all I had to say on it. I mean, I respect the features. I respect the song itself and what it represents. Show Me. This one hurt. And to go from Welcome Back to Show Me was a major shock. It made me think about those ride or die relationships. Ones where it's you and your significant other versus the world, facing thick and thin together. Show me how you care. Tell me how you love. Ooh. My heart will explode if I continue to listen to this. Then the ending with Joey continuing to repeat, you know, thugs don't cry. And then the guitar at the end, it's just a full send of emotions. I'll tell you what, it definitely hit some heartstrings inside. Wanna Be Loved. Wanna Be Loved kind of feels like Show Me Part 2, but you kind of want to speed it up. It also features JID, which got me pretty excited. It's one of the weaker tracks on the album for me, but I still call it solid. Head High. This was previously released as a single, and I loved it when it first came out. And it's not like anything's changed because I still love it now. I also liked him finally opening up and talking about his time and experience with XXX Tentacion. May he rest in peace. It's kind of one of those feel good tracks again where don't give up. It's going to be okay. Keep your head high and you'll get through this. Survivor's Guilt, my favorite track on the album. This song made me cry. It made me think about how I lost my cousin and a lot of my friends due to mental illness. It made me feel, well, survivor's guilt. It gave me the feeling to look back and feel like I could have done something more, or I could have been there more for them. It made me feel like if I tried harder, or if I had just been there more, then I maybe would have been able to stop what was going on. But unfortunately, things happen, and some things are just not in your control. Survivor's guilt is a very real thing. It also leads into mental health. And if you guys want me to talk about survivor's guilt, let me know in the comments below, and I will happily share some of my aspects and some perspectives that I had along the way with you. And this is the same way Joey talks about his friend who is more than a friend, a true brother, Capital Steez, may he rest in peace. Songs like this are why I love music. Feelings, relatability, and emotion that music can invoke and pull out of you. What music can bring out in all of us. If that's not art, then I don't know what is. Written in the Stars, the final track. When they say go out with a bang, Joey always delivers. I mean, this song sounds masterful from beginning to end. It reminded me to keep following my dreams and chasing my goals. It makes me feel like all of those things that I want to attain are closer than I think they are. Words that come to mind when I listen to this track are words like gratitude, patience, perseverance. Overall, this track felt like such a poetic and fitting way to end this album. I still get shocked and thoroughly pleased when I hear the end of All American Badass, American Idol. To me, that was also another poetic and just masterful way to end an album. Mr. Badass, you've done it again. So I guess the question that everyone wants to know, Brandon, what's your verdict on 2000 by Joey Badass? I'll tell you right now, I'm going to give 2000 by Joey Badass an 8.8 out of 10. I know it's higher than Anthony Fantano. It's the emotion. The fact that I cried on two of these tracks are just, you gotta add extra points. Joey Badass said it himself. So that's done. It's settled. Joey Badass, 2000, 8.8 out of 10. That is a wrap on this week's video. I wanted to talk about music. As many of you know, music is a very big passion of mine. And apparently you guys really liked the Kendrick Lamar video when I talked about Mirror. So I figured, why not talk about a whole album that I really enjoyed? And if you enjoyed it, if you gave it a listen, let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give a like. It is always so much appreciated here in the Sanctuary for mental health, dating, everyday life advice, movie reviews, and maybe now music reviews. Hit that subscribe button, and next to that is a notification bell for every week This Lonely Lover Boy is on your subscription feed. Be sure to check me out on Twitch. I am back from my little birthday vacation. We played the Dragon Ball Fortnite event because your boy likes anime, and I had a lot of fun. So if I didn't see you this week, I'll see you next week. For video uploads and stream updates, be sure to follow my socials, my Twitter and my Instagram. Again, link will be in the description below, as well as all the equipment that I use in each and every video. Thank you all so much for watching. And in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Peace.